Hey everyone, Dan Johnston, St. Croix Rod Company at the Bassmaster Classic here in Fort Worth, Texas, getting fished on Lake Ray Roberts, but we're at the Will Rogers Convention Center. This is awesome, man. Every single year, it's like a bucket list for me as a bass fisherman. Most importantly, we wanted to talk to you through this screen, but we wish we had you here. It's all this COVID stuff, social distancing. It's been nice to see people, shake their hands and talk to them. This is an amazing venue. It's like a bucket list of bass fishing. If you ever get an opportunity, try to get down here because everybody's here. You got little deals on baits and all these things going on. It's just awesome. And another thing that's been really fun is talking about the new Victory series for St. Croix. And I know we've mentioned a few times to you guys, but I'm going to get a little weedy with it. Take a couple minutes and go through this because this has been so fun talking to anglers about this series because we're all about you. St. Croix literally exists to give every angler the upper hand. And Victory is a 25 model bass-centric series. There's 8 models available right now, 17 that'll be available in the fall. But let me get into this a little bit and tell you one of the reasons why this has been so fun to talk about. First of all, let's start with the blank. This is a brand new blank with St. Croix. SC3 for years, we've said, has been one of the fishiest blanks that we've ever had for the angler in terms of pinning fish up, to delivering baits, to protecting lines, and I could go on and on. But this is SC3 Plus. It has another carbon fiber that is actually laid up on top of the SC3 in the manufacturing process before the blank is rolled on the mandrel. And what it's done is it's enabled us to strategically put the higher strain carbon throughout different parts of, depending on the model of the rod. So it's dialed in to the application for you. And the fact St. Croix has total control over the manufacturing process gives us a chance to pull that off. The guide platform is really cool too. This is actually going to be a guide platform that is a hybrid. So basically it's going to be an aluminum oxide guide. Okay, and it's all set up for balanced, reduced tip weight, great durability, great braid to fluoro pass-through. So it's going to be one of those things that the second you pick this thing up, the first thing you're going to realize is, man, why is this thing so light in the tip? So it's going to feel really good for you. I don't think we can really zoom up on this, but basically it's going to go down the spacing, the line travel, all these things have been thought through thoroughly. Let's get on the handles a little bit, okay? So 2 things we did, I will talk about in the casting, then I'm going to talk about the spinning, and then I'm going to talk about a big swim bait rod. But all 3 are thought through to make you better on the water. First of all, we've reduced the diameter of the rear grip right here behind your hand. Why is that important? A lot of times the way we hold these reels, it depends on the angler, but one thing's for sure is this is really comfortable back here now unanimously across the board. Everybody's really loving it. And you also see it's a smaller diameter right where this part of your hand hits it. Secondly, we've gone with EVA here with a nice little length, so it's just comfortable. When you pick this thing up, and if you set it up where you put your finger on the line, it's going to set up in a way where right now immediately you know you've got feel with it. Let's look at a spinning rod. The spinning rod handle, we lengthened this out significantly compared to what we've done in the past, and it's also a small diameter. Why would we do that? If we want to be in a leveraged position when we get a fish hooked up, if we have all 4 of our fingers ahead of that reel foot, we're in a very leveraged position to do that. For those of us that desire to split the reel foot, you can still do that too. So this has been unanimous too, especially at the Classic. We're talking to a lot of bass heads here. And people will pick this thing up, we'll do some load tests with them, and they think, man, this is really going to feel good. So that's the example of what we've done on the spinning rod. Look at this big swim bait rod. Angler in mind. It's got the right length. It's got something to hold on to. This is EVA, so when you go to tuck it, pulling a big swim bait through the water, it's going to be all about comfort, ergonomics, performance, making you better. So this has been so much fun talking to people about this series because it's new for us. People have heard about it. They've come in the booth and they're asking about it. To be able to talk to people knowing that we're going to make them better on the water is why we're here. So let's do this. Mark it on your calendar for next year. come down and see us at the booth at the Bassmaster Classic. And on behalf of the St. Croix Fishing Rod family, we'll see you soon on the water.